Hey, you guys, and welcome back. So, I wanted to share a brief dream with you all. And this dream, I'm not exactly sure how the end matches together with the first part of the dream. But the first part of the dream is I am somewhere and I'm hearing, I don't know if it's a news story. Of course, it's like the news, but I don't know if it's on like the TV or the radio. I believe it's on the TV, but I'm hearing it. And it's talking about 100-foot wave that is coming into a particular area. So it's kind of like I'm hearing it, and then the next thing you know, I'm actually there, like in one of the buildings. And I don't want to say that the building is the height of a skyscraper. I don't know how tall it has to be considered a skyscraper, but it's a really tall building that I'm in. And I'm thinking that I'm at the top of the building in a apartment, a room in the top part of the building. And the apartment where I'm at, it looks rather bare. It doesn't look like there's a lot of stuff going on. You know how people have these nice fancy apartments and they have hardly any furniture. It's just kind of like a blank slate kind of thing, like a piece here, a piece there. And there's a lady in the apartment. I don't think that I'm in there with her. I'm just in there to see what's taking place. And I'm kind of getting the idea that the news story that I was listening to or I heard before I got to this part, is from the lady inside the apartment videoing what was happening outside, because there's this large window so you can see outside, and you can see like these buildings off to the right, like through the window, like off to the right, but you can see this water, and it's almost like it's so high that it's almost at the, up the front part and the middle part of the building, and you just see this big old wave of water just coming towards this window. Right. And about that time, I'm thinking to myself, well, why the lady just staying in this apartment? Why she just standing in here? Why won't she get out? And I'm thinking, well, where would she go, or how would she get out? Right. And so I'm seeing this water. I mean, it is terrifying because it starts to get darker. And then all of a sudden I feel the building itself start to bend. Like if you've ever seen or heard the video of someone recording like inside of a skyscraper during a storm, when you kind of can hear the building or see the building kind of like rocking and swaying. That's what I felt. I felt the building itself start to bend back, and I'm seeing this water like close into this window, and then finally it hits the window, right? It starts to cover over the building, and I can hear like the thud of the water hitting against the glass. And then after it hit against the glass, I can hear the glass like crying, like it's bulging. And I'm thinking to myself, this glass is gonna break, right? And I never see that because it jumps to the next scene. But just before, like I said, I could hear the thud. I could see the water is terrifying, right? And I could hear the creaking of the glass, almost like it's getting ready to break, like it's just crying under the weight of this water being on it or being up against it. And so in the next scene, and I believe that the first part of the dream, I was in the same apartment, kind of like a flashback sort of thing, because I'm in this apartment and it's almost like a studio apartment, right? Because you have like the little living room area off to the left, and then to the right, you have like a little kitchenette area. And then across from that, like if you're standing in front of like the sink of the little kitchenette, like to your left is like a TV, just sitting like facing towards like the little couch or whatever. And then there's a window behind it. And so I'm there, sitting at a armchair. It's like a love seat couch. And then in front of it is a coffee table. And then right next to that on the opposite end, like closer, like away from the TV, is a chair. And I'm sitting in the chair and I'm doing something. It's like I'm washing dishes or washing something or cleaning something. And it's not actually my apartment. I'm in the apartment of someone, and I'm trying to remember, or I'm trying to think if it's woman that I saw in the top of the other skyscraper, but it's a woman and a man, both of them Caucasian, kind of older, maybe like in their mid to late 50s, early 60s, somewhere around there. And for some reason I'm there, I'm cleaning something, I'm, washing dishes. I was at the sink, I was washing something, and it was so big that I didn't have enough room at the little sink. So I took whatever I was washing and I went and sat down in the chair. And so when I get through cleaning it, I happen to move, it's like a jug or something like that. And I move it out the way, and there's this little cute Yorkie puppy. And he's a new puppy, because he's just got that puppy energy to where he just doesn't know what to do with himself. He's just all over the place, and you try to go to pick him up and his head is going back and forth, and he don't know if he want to kiss you or bite you or lick you. And so I was like, I didn't know y'all had a dog. I was telling the people, I didn't know y'all had a dog. And she was like, yeah, we have him. We didn't want him to disturb you while you were busy working. And so when I see the dog, I go to pick him up, and I'm holding him, and I'm thinking to myself, I hope this little puppy doesn't get over excited and bite my ear, but he doesn't. But I'm looking back at the woman, and the woman who was in the skyscraper, I couldn't see her, because for the most part she was behind me. And so I could just see her out of the corner of my eye, and I'm thinking, why is she just standing there? Why isn't she trying to get out? Why is she trying to run? And then the wave was so close and so huge that, really there was nowhere where she could run to, and she wouldn't have time to get there anyway. But I don't know, this kind of gave me Miami vibes. It was definitely on a beach, but it was somewhere coastal, right? Because I could see the other little buildings that was off in the distance. They were kind of tall. Some were kind of tall. Some weren't, too tall. Kind of like a beach, like a beachside resort, beachside town, something along those lines. But it wasn't just this big open beach. Or it might have been, and the water just might have already covered up the beach, and it had risen up to where the homes or the condos or the resorts were. I don't know why it just gave me a Miami kind of feel, but of course it could have been anywhere tropical or someplace like that has has nice beaches and beach resorts and things like that. I just remember specifically on the newscast of this event, that the person said 100-foot wave is what he said. He specifically said 100-foot wave. Okay, you guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. I'll be so happy to have you. You guys have a great day, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks.